Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Christelle Martinette. I am so happy to finally be able to upload this. I'm sure that me, like many other people, have had their fair share of problems with Mercury retrograde. So this reading will cover from November 1st to November 15th. And I will be doing all signs. I'll be starting with Aries, but first I want to talk about the celestial interlude, as one of my subscribers mentioned. Let's talk about that right now. Well, we have on the 11th of November a transit of Mercury across the moon, and it will last about 5 hours and 28 seconds. And 28 minutes, 5 hours, 28 minutes, and it will be visible when the sun starts to set. So keep your eyes up. Then we've got here after that, we have the full moon in Taurus on the 12th of November, 2019. The full moon in Taurus, how will that affect us? Well, the full moon in Taurus is a perfect time for having long-term goals come to fruition, come to term. And it also will give us the possibility of making our dreams come true. I know it sounds strange, but this is a time when dreams do really come true. So I tell my subscribers and my clients, remember to dream big. This is the time that we can afford to do that. Then we've got on the 13th, and that is exactly between the 12th and the 13th, the night between the 12th and the 13th. There, the Northern Taurids Meteor Shower, the Northern Taurids Meteor Shower. And it will be a meteor shower that's a little less generous than the past meteor showers I've mentioned in the last reading, but they will be marvelous nonetheless. And you will be able to see, I say less generous because there will be fewer, so every 2 hours you will see one in the sky, and it's mostly visible at 1 a.m. in the morning between the 12th and the 13th. Then we've got on the 14th a conjunction, a very close conjunction between Moon and Aldebaran on the 14th, and that is at 5:55 a.m. It will be visible at 27 degrees above the Western Hemisphere. So like I always say, eyes up, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's start with Aries. Here you are, Aries. I have with me the Ghost Tarot, because about 10 days ago when I tried to upload this and try to put it together, I was reading when it was before the 31st, so in honor of Halloween and All Saints Day for those of you who celebrate that. So, but I still will keep this deck, the Ghost Tarot, because I like it so much. And let's put out some cards for you. See what they look like. Okay, what I'm going to do is put them out that way. I'll show you those in a minute. I also have, which I will call a focus card. This is an oracle deck that's called the Lemurian Star Child Oracle deck. I was drawn to this deck because a few weeks ago I had a client in past life regression, and she regressed to the Lemurian period. And I had seen this deck months before, and I thought, okay, that's a sign. And it's very complex, 88 cards, 8 suits. All right, so let me start by showing you those. This is a nurture card, and let me see if you can get that. All right, self-healing, Ruby Ray, you can see it barely, Ruby Ray birthing the new earth, self-healing, Aries. This is quite apt, first of all, because there's a phase now. You may remember that I said to you, so to many signs I had mentioned, look, ladies and gentlemen, there is a period a watershed period. The 31st of October is a watershed period. So we will see Aries before the 31st and Aries after the 31st. And it is all about finding different ways, being drawn to different ways of self-help, healing, personal healing. You'll find that you'll be drawn to different types of courses. And that is the Oracle deck, and that is the Oracle card. But let me show you, there is the Five of Wands here. The Five of Wands. We've got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. We have the High Priest. And we have the Sun. Look, Aries, what I'm looking at is you come into the period, into the beginning of the month, and it is, it's quite difficult for you. It's quite difficult for you because you're riding on a wing and a prayer, in the sense that you know where you want to go. You almost know how to get there. But you come across glitches in your system, in your bumps on the road, and for some reason you're not able to rush forward as fast as you wish or as you thought you could. And what I'm looking at is here, you wanting to nonetheless use your mercurial mind and the flashing bits of energy that come to you in creative moments, in the peak of creative moments. And you try to temper that with moments of a higher nature, of a higher ordinate, of a higher dimension. And what comes out of this around the end of this period, the 15th for you, Aries, is that precisely we do see that the success is yours. We do see that the road that you've embarked on and the courses you may have begun, the healing process you may have started to enact or to seek out are the right ones for you. You're definitely at the right place at the right time. I have no doubt about that. Let me pull a few cards for this Five of Wands. Okay, I've got here so speedy, the sighing. We've got falsità, the lies. And then we've got prigione, the prisoner. Look, it looks like to me that come hell or high water, you are on a mission. You've set your sights on something and you will get there. And it may even be a very long process, a very long road, but you have started something, a very long-term, like I mentioned about the full moon, a long-term goal. And you will be successful. It will be a challenge for you in terms of keeping your enthusiasm high, at a high level, all throughout this process. But ultimately, the cards are telling me, Aries, this is an extremely important endeavor that you've decided on, and you are doing the right thing. Now let's see if we can talk about Taurus. Let's see, Taurus. Let's see what's in store for Taurus during this period, the 1st to the 15th of November. Taurus, the 1st to the 15th of November. The 1st to the 15th of November. Let's see what's in store for Taurus. Okay. I'll show you those, and now let me show you those first. I've got the Sun. The glare I've got. That's what I have. Then I have this Queen of Cups. Put it right there. Queen of Cups. And then I've got the Four of Coins. And then I have the Queen of Wands. Taurus, the Queen of Wands. All right, let me pull out one of these Lemurian Star Child cards. Really heavy cardstock. Let me take it from the bottom. And portals, here we go. Look. All right, so the card is a portals card, and the message is are doorways into the now, letting go of the warrior. And Taurus, isn't that difficult for you to let go of that warrior and that aggression? Isn't that really difficult, trying not to butt your head into the wall? Isn't that difficult for you to take a step back and look, especially in this period of time, Taurus? Now, what I'm looking at, you may be involved in you may be involved with a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. I have here this water sign as well. It could be an air or a water sign. The water sign is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And what I'm here, these cards have come out. Let me pull those out. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Those are the ones I'm looking for. For these two people, the two people that I'm looking at here, I've got Imeneus, the nuptial dance. Then I've got the jealousy card, Gelosia. And then I have the domestico, the domestic, the house domestic. And looks like to me, Taurus, look, I'm seeing here that there's trouble in the city. You know that expression, there's trouble in the city. And but I'm looking at you not trustful of a person. You're not trusting a person that you're involved with. This could play out in business. It could play out in a personal relationship, emotional relationship as well. And you would like the relationship to be more intense and more involved, but there's something that's holding you back, Taurus. Now with the, for those of you who are involved with fire signs here, well, let me show you those cards. I've got Riunione, the meeting, Denaro, the safe, and Speranza, hope. Here it looks, many of you Taurus friends may have 2 feet in 2 different shoes, okay? There may be a triangle of some sort here, and here too, this is, you know, you may be on the receiving end. In the first case, this water sign, you may be on the receiving end of someone who is mistrustful of you. And on the other hand, with this fire sign, you may be the one who wants to up it a level, take it up to a next level, the relationship. Again, this may play out in business, and in relationships. Now, when I get the message of a doorways into now, Taurus, this is a rite of passage, meaning stop, do not involve yourself with other people and think that they will make or break your path in some way. What you're interested in is currently your own healing process, and your own healing process in terms of letting the aggression go, for those of you who are experiencing that. Now, there is this 4 of coins that for me typically is the Taurin, all of you Tauruses, Tauri, the Taurus out there, Tauruses out there will be arising from your ashes. And again, there is the challenge for you not to seek healing in the eyes of another person. but it is a personal journey. Now I'm going to go to, who's there? Gemini. Let's take a look at the Geminis out there. What's in store for you, Gemini, out there? What's in store for you, Gemini, out there? Let me take... What's in store for you, Gemini? Gemini, 1st to the 15th. 1st to the 15th of November. 1st to the 15th of November. This time I'll do it the opposite. I'll open the Lemurian Star Child deck. I keep mentioning that this was suggested to me after a past life regression client who regressed to the Lemurian period. And at the same time, months earlier, I had seen this deck, this oracle deck, huge, 88 cards with 8 suits, very complex. And I guess the suggestion was there. So that's my embracing the Lemurian Star Child deck. Now, look, Gemini, this is rising to Palladian frequencies. Rising to Palladian frequencies. Sacred bond, healing, clears, and space for higher energies. What a message for you. Look, Gemini, Palladian frequencies are frequencies of another world, of another dimension. And we are way up past the fifth dimension, the fifth dimension of vibrational rate. And we're into the 6th, the 7th. And here I'm looking at quite a number. Let me show you the cards. We have the Chariot. We have the King of Wands. The King of Wands. One of my cameras may be slow. The 3 of Cups and the 3 of Coins. It seems like to me, Gemini, the cards are telling you now is the time. Now is the time for you to make that jump. Now is the time for you to embrace the light. Embrace the light that surrounds you. Open to it. Many people, you've heard the story that when someone's just so close to success that they took a step back because they may feel that they are undeserving, or they're just not used to walking in the light or receiving accolades. Well, look at this. Gemini, I see that this is your time, and you should get used to that limelight because there's going to be more of it. I smelled success here with this Chariot. Not only there's success, there is clinking of glasses and merriment here as well. And there is also the notion that, yes, I will celebrate, but this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. There is a lot of work to do. Gemini, I see that you have all, this is merit. This is due to merit. This is something that you won, something that you have called upon, attracted to, and it's a lovely sight to see. I'm going to take these Sibilla cards to the 3 of Coins, and I've got Vanity Superbia here, Vanity, which also talks about success, however. It's a very complex card. Then I have Sacerdote, the priest, and then I've got Donna di Servizio, the housemaid. It looks like you are quietly going about your business and working very hard, and there will be more of that. And you're going to win. This will come in the form of actually an earning, a winning, the scratch card, something. Something is coming. You are attracting abundance here. And you will be attracting praise as well. This is a very interesting period, this 1st to the 15th. I do hope this was of help to you, Gemini. Let's go on to now Cancer. Cancer, let's see what's in store for you for the period 1st to the 15th of November. Let's see. what's in store for you. There you go. One. Let's see. Okay. Okay. And the Lemurian Oracle Starchild Oracle deck. Lemurian Starchild Oracle deck. It's so big that I'll try my best to... All right. Here it goes. Share the space. Look at that. I do hope you could see that. Yeah, share space. Share space. Telepathy, co-creation, communing, and honoring. This is very similar to one of the runes that is called Manats. This is geared toward humanity and the idea of being part of one, of an entire congregation, a collective consciousness. The other cards I have here are the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Coins, the Fool card. Let me see that better. The Fool card and the Knight. The Page. These are. Look at this. This is the Page of Wands. Now, in this deck, this Ghost Tarot, ladies and gentlemen, Cancer friends, the pages are the most powerful cards in terms of the messages that they bring. And here we have something extremely important for you coming. Now, not only is there, of course, the oracle shouting at you that you are in a moment where you're just opening up to the notion of oneness. And if you're not, the cards are suggesting, look, Cancer, there's more than meets the eye around you. It's not just about paying your bills here. And if you're watching this video, and if you watch other readers and other videos, it means that it's very likely that you are on the road toward seeking out something more important. Now, I have to say that here too, similar to Gemini, there is a lot of work that you have been going through, and it's personal work. You do have your work, you do have you have been working, and you're doing very well, and you're successful. But what I'm looking at is that there's work being done personally, healing wise, going in depth, and physical wise as well. You have been, it's maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, probably for many of you since the beginning of the year, you have felt the need for actual physical work where you can sweat, a good workout. And what I'm looking at is this is going to be, here again, I'm seeing a watershed period from the 31st, before the 31st Cancer, and after the 31st of October Cancer. When we get to that, November 1st, a few days ago that just happened, you are a merry little son of a gun. You are on a path that you're being more optimistic. This is what I'm looking. I'm looking at someone who's a bit more optimistic, someone who is open to messages. And with this page of Wands, not only open to messages, but also the person who is let's rally around the fire, let's get together, a catalyzer of sorts. That's something different from your recent past way of acting, of your perspective has changed. I'm going to take a few cards on this page, and I'm looking at Nemico. This is the male enemy, could be a female Nemico. There is Pensieri, thoughts, and there is Vedovo, the widower. Now, what do I have? As they come out this way, you can see that these two cards are telling a mirrored story, and they're going both towards Pensieri with the thoughts, which tells me, look, I am able now, Cancer. You are able to be to put those negative thoughts aside, because what's coming up is the energy of the Fool card. You're on a roll. You're on the second part of your life. You're on another page. You're on another book. Good for you. Now let's go on to Leo. Leo, I'm happy to be able to read for you, Leo. Let's see what we have in store for you for the first 2 weeks of November. The first 2 weeks of November, from the 1st to the 15th. From the 1st to the 15th. Let's see what's in store for you. Let's see what's in store for you from the 1st to the 15th, Leo. Spirit, tell me what's in store for you for the 1st, from the 1st to the 15th. Okay. And then the Lemurian Star Child Oracle deck. All right, let's start with that. Light language. How beautiful that is. Light language. Light language. Universal language of... I knew it. Universal language of oneness. Universal language of oneness. Universal language of love. Listen with your heart. Now, this light language, as we know, light is light. It's almost an abstract concept. You can't grab it. You can't hold it. You can bask in the light. You can be in the light. You can be in a spotlight, but you can't keep it and you can't take it away. It's for everyone. Let me show you the other cards. The 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups. We have the 3 of Swords. And look at these cards, because most of these cards, it is the Ghost Tarot, so you will be seeing ghost-like figures. And in many of these pictures, in many of the cards, you'll be seeing where it seems to be a ghost-like figure and then a human-like figure. And they are mixed in the cards, which is interesting. Then we have the 2 of Coins. 2 of Coins. And the Ace of Coins. Leo, this is a very, very, very important, I don't want to say interesting, important moment for you here too. And I hate to repeat it, but it seems to be a mantra that I have been brought forward, because there definitely is in the celestial patterns a moment that separates our prior period before the 31st of October and after the 31st of October. Here too, I'm seeing that very marked. And it has to do with spirituality. It has to do with light. It has to do with the idea of love as being a spiritual wealth, a spiritual source. And this is a big change for you in terms of how you consider your perspective on and your take on life and spirituality. There is a lot of work here too. There's a lot of things going on in your life. And I find that there is this card, this 3 of Swords. There's a lot of things going on in your life at the same time that have equal importance. But I want to take a look at this of 3 of Swords, and lo and behold, we have Messaggero, the messenger. We've got Nemico, the enemy, and we have Giovane Fanciulla, who is our virgin, the virgin of the deck. And it looks like to me you have got wind of a third party who has stepped into a relationship where you are in and very well planted in, and that is not sitting right with you. And the cards are telling you, look, just raise that gaze. We are not animals in Noah's Ark where we have to ride and walk 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. There is a oneness that characterizes all of our souls, all of our existence. And if you can aim for that, Leo, that's where you entirely change the perspective, and you will be able to handle this Three of Swords situation, because it's not about did he call, did she call, why not, it's not why can't they, how come. It is your personal path, and how you are able to walk along that path in a constant rejuvenation and renovation, and extending yourselves and contributing to the world. I'm going to go now to Virgo. Just disappear a second. I need to plug in my computer, because or else everything will fall black on the screen and I will no longer be able to read. There won't be any light, there won't be anything. Okay, so Virgo. We are with Virgo. Let's take a look at Virgo. Just tell me what's in store for Virgo for the 1st to the 15th. What's in store for Virgo from the 1st to the 15th? What's in store for Virgo from the 1st to the 15th? Okay, take the Oracle cards, Lemurian Star Child Oracle deck. Let's take it from underneath. Okay, Arcturians. Arcturians. Let me see if you can see the Arcturians. I'll let you see that. Pure white light. Here we've got the light again. DNA, healing, sacred geometry. You know, it seems as though the theme of healing is coming out. Healing for past decisions made that have left an impact on you, negatively impacting your life. And this watershed period starting November 1st seems like that is the watchword for many people. Let me show you these cards. The Justice card, the Major Arcana Justice card. We have the Empress. Oh, too glaring, the Empress. Then we have the Ten of Wands, this very heavy Ten of Wands card, and the lovely Page of Wands again has come out to give us some messages. Let's take a look at them. And it looks like to me that in a world where we are so heavy and so bogged down, where literally we wouldn't mind being put into some kind of NASA machine or something, where there's a lack of gravity, where we can, you know, roll around and turn over like in a fun park or a palisade or something like that. We're in a very heavy environment, and it causes us to literally weighs us down like this Ten of Wands. I'm going to look at that first. You know that children, especially when they get excited, they start jumping up and down, and we do too. You hear it, they jump out of joy, they jump up and down. And here, instead, this third dimension existence is so heavy that at times it really bogs, we're really bogged down. And with this Ten of Wands is what I'm getting for that. And let's take a look. We've got Amica, the friend, who speaks to harmony, actually. Speaks to harmony. We've got Speranza, the hope card. And Omaggio di Preziosi, the gifts. These are gifts. It looks like to me, ladies and gentlemen, that you are, it's as if you have made a plan, a program, walking down your merry way. You are walking down your merry way, and you've decided that you're going to stop because it seems like the plan, the project is just too long for you. And you have, just like I said to another sign, a bump in the road, and it's causing you so much difficulty because you seem to judge yourself in a negative way, and that is running counter to your ultimate goal and your ultimate objective. I'm going to take a few more cards. There are some of you Virgo friends who are waiting for a ruling, and you will hear from that. You will get the outcome of a ruling in this period from the 1st to the 15th. Also a extremely very creative period in terms of how you view yourself from today into the future. Very creative. You start thinking, maybe there's another way. You say to yourself, maybe there could be another route for me, another job for me, something I can do, and something that I could contribute. And those ideas start coming up in this period for you, Virgo. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let's go down to Libra. Libra. Let's see. The scales are up next. Libra. What's in store for Libra for the period 1st to the 15th of November? Libra from the 1st to the 15th of November. Libra, the 1st to the 15th of November. Libra from the 1st to the 15th. Let's see what's going on. Okay. And again, the Lemurian Oracle, Star Child Oracle. Going to take it from the top this time. Elven ones. I hope you can see the elven ones. The elven ones. Divine creation codes. Divine creation codes. Star-born architects. And divas, sacred geometry. Look, the elven ones are hard workers. In the universe, the elven ones are the busy bees and they're in the front line. They're creating, they're trying out new things, new perspectives. It's changing the minds of humanity. Changing the minds of humanity on a brick and mortar level, step by step. Their job is they are the busy bees. Now, what I'm looking at is, let me show you the other cards first. I've got here the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins. We've got the 7 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. Lucky you. 10 of Cups. And the 5 of Swords. Look, Libra, I have to say that these cards are telling you that you've got a role. You have a role that in order for you to enact that role, in order for you to take up that challenge, in order for you to step into the shoes of the role, you have to go through a period, and it will be the beginning of this period, probably has already, and you're feeling it already, Libra, where you're going through these existential questions. Who am I? What am I? Where am I going again? You know? And I say it again because you will see that it will happen to you in another time. And the message here is very clear for me to give you, Libra. You are to create. And you are to create even for someone else, even if it's not your business, even if you are under the purview of someone else. You're supposed to be someone who brings together the building blocks and to see the connections. You know, if you've ever heard of mind mapping, there's the expression to link up the dots, you know, to put the dots together. Except there will be disorientation in this beginning of this period. Like I said, it probably has already hit you. There will be disorientation. Now, I'm going to take a few cards on that last, the outgoing, the 5 of Swords. But many of you will be involved with an earth sign. The earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Many of you will be involved with an earth sign here. This lovely 10 of Cups comes out, especially to tell you if the incoming side of this period, 1 to 15 of November, sees you being disoriented, the outgoing part, the 15th, 14th, 15th period of November, those days will be seeing you very content, very spiritually content, love, full of love. There is this 5 though, this 5 of swords that I don't like, and I see here deliranti, the delirious people. There is lettera, the letter, and there is leggerezza, which is the lightning of being, but also it talks about something that you haven't, you haven't read the contract very clearly. There's something that you missed. And just when you were celebrating, there is someone that comes to you and says, wait a second, before before you start celebrating, I have to say that you've missed something here, and you're going to have to come back. It's as little as that. You're going to have to come back and redo a portion of the project. You're going to have to, clean up part of the house, or redo a wing of the house, or something that has to be redone, and that will take a toll on you. Let's go to now Scorpio. Scorpio, let's take a look at see what's in store for you from the 1st to the 15th. Scorpio, what's in store for Scorpio from the 1st to the 15th? Let's see what's in store for you from the 1st to the 15th. Let's see what's in store for you from the 1st to the 15th. Okay. And the Lemurian Star Child Oracle. Let's see. This is a deck that I was drawn to because a few weeks ago in one of the past life regressions I was having, a client regressed to the Lemurian period, and I had seen months prior to that this deck that just came out, and I thought, okay, I'm getting the signals, and that's why I've been working with it for the past 3 weeks. Oh wow, Scorpio, you've got a storm. A storm is coming. The storm. Let me see if I can give you that card, if you see that. The storm. It's okay to feel it all. It's okay. It really is okay to feel it all. There's a cleanse underway, and the collapse of the old and realignment. Now, what does this talk about? Before I go into that, let me show you the other cards. There's the 2 of Cups. This is a really important time for you, Leo. Scorpio, involving another person. It's extremely important that you're dealing with, even if you don't see them, even that you are involved with. There's a highly important bond there, the 2 of Cups. I've got here the Emperor. This Emperor, and let me show you first the cards, and then I'll be talking to you about them. Then I have the Temperance card. The cards are very, very clear, and I have this Page of Wands that keeps coming out. This lovely Page of Wands, very powerful pages in this deck. Look, Scorpio. First of all, you're being pig-headed about a situation, about a person. You want the relationship to develop in the way that you want, and you're not getting the satisfaction that you desire because there's a part of this relationship, there's a part of the interaction with this person that is just not going the way you would like it to go, or is just not, you are not ready for them. And when the Storm card comes out, you're overwhelmed. You're really overwhelmed with the feelings that you have, and you're afraid of them. You're so afraid of them that you tend to take a step back and want to guard yourself. And I can see that. And that's what you do with this Temperance card. You take a step back. I'm going to take a look at this page to see what the page tells us and what it tells you through me. And I've got this omaggio di preziosi, these gifts that you will be receiving in the terms, in the form of love. L'amante, the lover, and the female lover. They came out one after another. Need I say more with this Two of Cups? Look, Scorpio, excuse me, I hiccuped. Scorpio, look, if you haven't yet, you need to communicate very clearly. Excuse me, you need to communicate very, very clearly, because it's not communicating clearly in terms of your objectives. It's communicating about what you feel and the difficulties that you're having. What am I saying? I'm saying that you need to be honest with yourself and the other person. Now, let's go on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, way, finally. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. Let's see what's in store for you, Sagittarius, for the 1st to the 15th of November. What's in store for Sagittarius from the 1st to the 15th? What's in store for Sagittarius from the 1st to the 15th? Let's hear what's in store for Sagittarius from the 1st to the 15th. Okay, and the Lemurian Star Child Oracle. 88 cards in this deck with 8 different suits. It is a handful. Take the top and look what we have again. The Storm card. The Storm card. Sagittarius, you are a kindred spirit with Scorpio. Let me pull out the rest. Here I've got the Sun. The Sun. We've got the Ace of Coins. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. The Three of Coins. These are beautiful cards here. And look at, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And the Temperance card, absolutely beautiful. You know, Sagittarius, you're going to be, if you haven't been already, and I believe it was ready on a plate bringing it to you, you're going to, and I might have said this to you already, you're going to be offered something very big, and it's going to be unexpected. It's as if it was a dream of yours once, and all of a sudden it falls in your lap, and you don't know what to do. And you may be invited to become part of an important association, an important corporation that can change your life, really. You're going to receive an offer that literally can change your life. It is not without difficulties to accept this, because that means changing. You may have to change your town, city. You may have to change everything, But I'm seeing here that the time is absolutely ripe for you. I can't tell you how beautiful these cards are here, from the Sun, incoming card, to the Temperance card, outgoing card, with this Storm, which is such a positive card within the context of these others. The Ace of, look, this is not only about an offer that changes your life. It allows you to take a step back and see your entire life in perspective with a whole different light, in a whole different light. I'm going to take 3 Sibilla cards on these on this Oracle card, Storm. It's okay to feel it all, cleanse, collapse of the old, and realignment. That's what the Storm card says. And it's an actual realignment. When we talk about realignment, means bringing back your soul in line with your divine path. Here I've got Leggerezza, the lightness of being. We've got Belvedere, a future which is positive. And we've got Vedovo, the widower. And so what do we have? We have here these two cards that mirror each other, telling me that, you know, there is, what happens to the butterfly? The butterfly arises from the ashes of, if we want to call it that, of another animal. There's a rejuvenation. There is the collapse of the old and realignment. And you're going to be looking to a future of well-earned success, Sagittarius. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Good for you. Boy, I'd like to hear about that. You people, right under my video, right under this video, give me some feedback about what am I doing here? Let me go on to now Capricorn. Right under my video, and let me know what is happening during this period with you, and if there's resonance with these readings. Capricorn, what's in store for you, Capricorn, during this period, the 1st to the 15th of November? What's in store for you for the 1st to the 15th of November? What's in store for Capricorn for the 1st to the 15th of November? I can't believe that beautiful sun. Look at that. The Lemurian Star Child Tarot. Lemurian Star Child Tarot. The Lemurian Star Child Tarot. The Lemurian Star Child Tarot. Let's see. Let me take one from the middle. And all right, we've got Awakening. We've got the Awakening card. Know who you are. DNA activation. Let me show you the rest of the cards that are so in sync with this. We've got the Sun, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Now look, Capricorn, many of you will be involved with an air sign. The air signs are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And what I'm looking at here is, first of all, you're coming out of a moment, Capricorn, where you made a major decision and that took all of your energy. And you're very happy about that. You're happy that you went through it. You're happy that you have finally broken through a wall that just seemed to have you imprisoned, you know. But you're not quite, I mean, you're still raring to go, like that horse on this, you know, this knight's horse. You're anxious to move again. You're anxious to get something going. You're anxious to be in a place you want to extremely, you want that powerful awakening. You want to feel as if you're in a shower of gold. You know, you want to feel that I want to be born again. I want to feel like I'm born again. I want to even do the same things in the same place, but I want it to be different, you know. Give me that chance again. It's almost as if you're praying. I can hear you, Capricorn, saying, oh, I want to be there. I want to go there. I want to do this. I want to do this. I was, you know, if I could only, and this is what you're saying these phrases, if I could only. And the Queen of Swords, you know, if it's not a person, if it's not an air sign in your life, this is your energy that's making you kick up your heels and being very, very impatient. And the outgoing card is where I'm going to highlight, is what I'm going to highlight is Five of Wands here. I've got here the Allegrezza al cuore, happiness in the heart. We've got Riunione, the meeting. And we've got Bambino, the child. Now, look, it is obviously, this talks about anxiety to me. Anxiety about the difficulty that you're facing because you would like to be somewhere else. You want to keep that momentum. Yes, sure, you've made a decision of late. Sure, you have, your life was overturned. Sure, you changed your entire perspective. But you don't want to stop that that momentum, and it looks like to me that that's coming up soon. This change, this ultimate super change again. I'm seeing it in line for the end of the year. I don't think you're going to get to the end. We're coming up to your holiday period, your birthday period, and it looks like in your birth month, that is going to be the period where you're going to take another big leap, Capricorn. Another big leap, another big change will occur because you decide that that's what you want. And here's Aquarius. Let's see. Aquarius, let's see what is in store for you, Aquarius. Oh, let's see what's in store for you. Aquarius, what's in store for Aquarius for the 1st to the 15th? Aquarius, what's in store for you for the 1st to the 15th? Aquarius, what's in store for you 1st to the 15th? All right. Very. Ooh, I'll show you these in a second. The Lemurian Star Child Oracle. This is a deck that came out May 2019, this months ago. And I went back and got this deck because during a past life regression with a client, the client regressed to the Lemurian period, and I thought, oh my God, the bells rang in my head, and I thought that's a sign if I ever saw one. So and I've been using it ever since. Okay, Aquarius, you have the Dove of Peace. The Dove of Peace. Stay in the heart. All is well. Be in peace. Now, this sounds like words from a flower child period or the flower children, that kind of thing. But what it does, let me show you the other cards first. We have the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords, that's this journey. Then we've got the 4 of Coins. Let me go through these first of all. Then the Queen of Wands, and then the Page of Coins. This deck has very powerful pages. They're probably the most powerful cards in the deck. And what I'm looking at is, Aquarius, is that you are ready. Right? Many of you will be involved with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay. And not all of you will be, but many of you will be. And what I'm looking at is you in a period of arising from your own ashes. And it's following a move that you have decided. And this could have taken place before 2019, right at the tail end of 2018, or in the beginning of the year 2019, or will be coming about shortly at the end of this. There is these end of year, beginning of year periods where there is a move involved and where you are arising from your ashes. Here, however, the Oracle card's telling you, together with the others, that, look, Aquarius, I'm going to tell you once, you have a tendency to not see the big picture, or to give another person the responsibility for something that they are not responsible for. It is your responsibility the way you feel. We hear words like, they make me feel sad, they make me suffer. And it's not, our choice is suffering. We don't have to suffer. It's not that of the person who's making us suffer. And the cards here, Aquarius, are giving you a similar message. They're telling you, remember, the Dove of Peace is saying, stay in the heart, be at peace, come what may. And I'm going to take some Sibilla cards on this powerful Page of Coins to see what that message is. Just a second here. All right. There you go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I've got the widower, vedovo. Then we've got the fedeltà. We've got the fidelity card, and denaro, the safe, the money, which talks about a relationship here. Definitely it talks of something. Many of you have lost a person or are thinking of ending a relationship. And if you are not together, you're thinking of ending it in your mind, trying to cut that person, cut the cord between you and them in terms of the level of the mind, even though you know in your heart of hearts, Aquarius, what they mean to you. And even if you decide to take on another person's relationship with another person, you know that they will be there with you and they'll be around. And this is a person who you feel is a karmic relationship. A karmic relation, there's a karmic bond. This is a bond that's indissoluble for you in your mind, and this is the way you feel. And it may very well be so. But if in this third dimension here, where we are so heavy, we are flesh and blood, and sometimes we need to have activities that we would like instead of, we cannot live on air sometimes, and we really want the real thing. And my grandmother always used to say, for those of you who understand me, I don't have to say many words, but reading between the lines, you may opt for a relationship that is more present, and that will change your mind, Aquarius. Let me see, let's go down to Pisces. Pisces, what's in store for Pisces for the 1st to the 30th? Yeah, the 1st to the 1st to the 15th of November. Pisces, the 1st to the 15th of November. Pisces, the 1st to the 15th of November. 1st to the 15th of November, Pisces. The 1st to the 15th of November. Okay, then we've got the Lemurian Star Child Oracle. The Lemurian Star Child Oracle. It's from under the deck. I've got two have come out. Two have come out. One is, oops, let me put it up first. The Last Cloak. The Last Cloak. Release old identities. Magnificence realized. And the other that has come out is integration. Integration. Focus on, there is focus on self and others. Reunion, letting go of defenses, and opening the door. Now, the last, like I said, for many of you, and Pisces is one of those signs that will feel definitely this watershed. Pisces before the 31st of October and Pisces after the 31st of October. So November 1st, we see a Pisces that is brand new. We see a Pisces who knows that they are undergoing extreme change. This last cloak is a form of ending a past identity, closing a past identity, accepting the death of that identity. Not only, why I say this, and I'll show you the cards around it, but I'll show you this. The death card has come right after that. And when there's the death card, I take another from under the deck, and I have here the judgment card. Definitely this is the end of something. This is the end of the old perspective that you have covered yourself with. And now is your integration moment, forgiving yourself, giving yourself and others, and coming together as if we were one, as we are one, since we are one, letting go of defenses and opening that friggin' door. This is a time when we are going to be expanding ourselves. We're going to be not overextending, but we'll be extending ourselves, Pisces. And I've got here, the other cards I have are the Temperance card, So 1, 2, 3 major arcana, and then I have the Page of Wands, and the last card is the Queen of Cups, and that is you, Pisces. That is you. There's a lot of water here. The Temperance that's pouring out water. You will be you'll be finding in this period, if you haven't already, because we're on what I guess because of the Mercury retrograde period, I have not been able to upload my 3-hour video that I completely lost. 5 days in a row, my program wasn't working. I couldn't get anything up. So I'm really hoping that this will work. But you may have felt from the 31st, 1st, 2nd, and today is the 3rd, those tears are falling. There's the aggression, you're feeling frustration, and then it comes out as tears. You watch a movie and it comes out as tears. You're cleansing your soul, Pisces. This is a period of cleansing. You will find that you'll feel very much better if you can stay near water, if you have a pool, if you have a lake, if you can go into a body of water, any kind, even if it is just a gym, a swimming pool, but go there and accept this extremely powerful period for you, Pisces. I do hope this was of help to you, Pisces. Let me get the screen back up here. And here she is. I do hope this was of help, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sorry, but I guess you'll be feeling, and you are feeling, the Mercury retrograde period as well. It's driving us crazy. It's driving us crazy. But I will be coming back. And of course, in 2 weeks period, 2 weeks time on a Saturday, I'll have a mysterious guest, a colleague, a psychic and reader who will be joining me. I'll be announcing that a week before. And then I'll be doing the energy readings, crystal readings, energy readings for each help elements, the 3 in a row. So there will be the fire elements. I'll be doing them one at a time. So that will be coming up this week as well. And there's a lot of other things, tarot for beginners. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure. Subscribe, like, share my videos. I would love that. Bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure. Till we read together again.